I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties. And the shot! What a wonderful goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Marseille finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Now it's Aubameyang. Oh, that's fabulous! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Frimpong. Gravenberg. And it's Kerkez. And here's Gakpo. McAllister. Now it's... He's having a shot! It's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up.
Where? McAllister. Liverpool are already cruising here. 2-0, a fabulous start. It's Van Dijk. Konate. Bradley. Gravenberg. And it's Kerkez. Nicely weighted ball. Kerkez. Good chance here! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Pavard. Vermeeren. Good ball, good take. And he's got the beating of his man. Knocks it into space. Brilliantly cut out.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
McAllister. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Aubameyang. Now it's Greenwood. Aims beyond the defence. Now it's come to nothing. That'll be a throw-in. Oh, beautifully shaped ball. Bradley. And it's Frimpong. He's a sharp little ball here. Bradley is wide and looking to... There's the shot! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. McAllister and Gravenberch. Frimpong. Emerson spots it and intercepts.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
And it's Soboslai. McAllister. Kirkes. Showing great feet there. Thinks about the shot. Liverpool have it back and can go again. And it's Gravenberch. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Liverpool 3 goals to the good after a really excellent first half that's been intriguing to watch. Plenty of highlights to show you during the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Played into space. Can he get onto this? Frimpong. And a shot! And it's Soboslai. Gravenberch. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, he helps himself to a treble, Peter, and then they switch up.
That's rather hopeful. And no one is overly concerned about that.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
Well, it's still early in the second half, but this does look like a job already done. Back towards the middle. Emerson. He's being urged to shoot. Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Bradley. Looking for the run.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions. He's done...
Goes for a shot! No, he's missed it.
Frimpong probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Le numéro 97. Pour le remplacer, le numéro 34.
Vermeeren. Greenwood. Now it's Weir. There they go, hunting in packs. Frimpong. Just about up to 75 minutes. And he's picked it up out wide. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the ball is out of play. Marseille making consecutive changes here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Vermeeren. Greenwood.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
And he welcomes it in. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Bradley. And it's Frimpong. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Real chance! Well, that is remarkable.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Ahead by 3, but they won't want to take their foot off the pedal. Gravenberch. And it's Frimpong. And Bradley. Bradley. Can he get it through? Medina calmly anticipates. Emerson.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Additionnel, 3 minutes.
Konate cuts it out. Now it's Wirtz. Tries to play it through. Oh, he's found support out wide. Bit too much weight on the pass. And